Hello, my name is Gemstone Leon. In this video you'll see how I enchant my equipment and how I build a huge happy ghast station. Now sit back and relax. First, I started by buying all the enchantment books I needed. Fortunately, my friends and I had already set up a villager trading hall. So, now that I've finally got all the enchantment books, here's a quick little montage of me enchanting my stuff. As you can see, I also needed a lot of XP, which is why my friends and I built a silverfish XP farm. So, the equipment is finally enchanted. There are only 2 enchantments missing, which are Soul Speed and Swift Sneak, but they can wait for later. For now, I want to start collecting resources for my next build. The first resource I got was birchwood. Then I got all the sandstone, of which I needed around 32 stacks. After this, I found something strange. Guys, I've just returned to drop off some materials, but look what I found in my house. A chest with a note that says, "I've heard you are in need of some deep slate. Anonymous." And it's just a chest filled with deep slate, which I need a ton of for my next project. This is huge. So whoever did this, huge thank you. Even though I found a double chest of deep slate, I still needed 16 more stacks. Next, I finally went to the Nether. To do this, I had to, of course, light a portal using my flint and steel. There I got myself 2 happy ghasts and a bunch of warped wood. And I almost died again. After that, I went home. So, it's been a while, but I've finally collected all the resources we need for the next project. So, here's a time lapse where I build it. So, now that the hex gate is finally finished, there are only 2 things left for this episode. One of them is to hydrate the happy ghasts, which I found in the Nether. So let's just start hydrating them. And in the meantime, we can also craft the harnesses for them. 1 green and 1 lime. So now we just have to wait a little bit for them to start hydrating, and I'll see you when they're finished. So, as you can see, one of the happy ghasts is already fully grown up. The one just grew up right in front of me. Perfect. So we can just give them their harness. And then the one thing that's left is to bring them up to the stations. And I'll see you when I've got them up there. So, just flying in the second one. And now I can lock it into place. And as you can see, I've got these like stations where I can put the happy ghasts, and they can't escape from here when they're in the right way, or they shouldn't be able to escape. Yep. Now he should be locked in place. And one thing I want to do again is to ask you, my viewers, to name these big marshmallows. So please leave name suggestions down in the comment section below. And speaking of names, the last thing to do in this episode is to name our horse. First of all, I want to thank you all for the great name suggestions you left in the comments, but one stood out the most, and it's Nicholas by Medroid Kid. I hope I said your name right, but Nicholas was one of the best names, and this is now the name of our horse. But in general, thank you all for leaving names in the comment section below. Now that we've done all the things for this episode, I want to thank you all for watching. If you're new here and enjoyed, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.